Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
Thanks, Coach. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off play action, Bishop. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. And the offensive starters for the New York Giants.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Let's take a look now at how Green Bay will line up defensively. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Bishop finds his tight end Ingram. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are. Yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best.
Set, 250. Check 41. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Stafford on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing is Stafford. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, They want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Mikel Roby brings him down. A look now at our starting defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Hey, pick your game up.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 13-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Clement. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jace Sternberger, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, Bishop gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The numbers for him from a week ago, 9 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
22 yards there, a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Oh, some strong, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
On second down, it's Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
54, Mike. Let's get that.
From the gun on third down, Stafford gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Check.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. These two teams all tied after one. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Back to throw. Bishop. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Ready. 250.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
In your face.
a gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Now Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now it's Stafford. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Za'Darius Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Stafford's pass intended for Marquez Valdes-Scantling.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and...
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
60 Pittsburgh.
Stop your whining.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Good track.
At the 18-yard
On second down now. Barkley, broken tackle. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Bishop. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll run it with Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the delay, Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side.
Line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Let's go.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he is inching closer to that 100-yard mark. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down. Looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. From the gun on third down, Bishop complete to Hilton. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Looking to throw. Bishop to Barkley on the check down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the makes on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
2nd and 9 now. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down, Bishop. And this is Shepard on the catch. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 7 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, it's Stafford. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing again on second down. Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Again, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Let's go.
And Woods has it complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
70, Indy.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
To throw on second down, Bishop. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Bishop looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods.
Lady.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. From the 21, it's second and 10. Now it's Clement. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Stafford now to throw. Now they set up the screen for Clement. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. Mickey, plant.
Come on, QB, come on.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, New York.
Looking to throw. Bishop. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The first defensive back taken in the draft, Darnell Savage there to knock that one away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Giants.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
60 yards.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and yards.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
91.
First down,
That's it,
Giants.
we're going to work. Get it.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
26, Mike.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the bootleg, Bishop. Looking sideline, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but now it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Bishop. And Tate's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
26, Mike. Target.
Looking to throw. Bishop finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling the receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative.
Fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll try and run here with Clement. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking to throw on second down. Bishop. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. The 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Again, it's Barkley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The Giants on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Bishop. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Come on, D.
On first down here. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing is Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
Come on, fellas.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more...
He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 20, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On the ground, it's Clement to start the drive. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Bacon. Now Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. 18 Raider.
On 1st and 10, Bishop. And this one complete to Reed. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
80 seconds, me. Single, 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 single.
Throwing again. Stafford. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Open man is QT, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again is Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Let's go. Single, single. Single in the slot. Single in the slot.
Stafford on 1st down. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Stafford. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Check safety, check safety.
Off the play fake. Bishop. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Bishop. And Woods has it complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back to throw. Stafford. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. Back to throw.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Ready.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Ready. 30 base.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory.